What up, everyone? Blessed to the powers that be within all, which is God divinity, which is the all creator, the universal all creator, and what I call everything that exists within us. And don't fret, my people, because for everyone that's struggling out here right now, we have something so holy within us, in which Jesus has preached within Buddha philosophy, within Krishna philosophy, within all philosophies around the world. Once we collectively come together, this is what they're afraid of. But without any further ado, I'd like to get on a topic in which I've been discussing for a few videos that I feel very passionate about and very truthful about when it comes to what I feel is controlling this agenda within the society and the system that has been designed to keep us down. Before we get into the video, let's go over a brief description about the reptilian conspiracy, in which they always say it's just a conspiracy. I'm just going to read off the top, and where it says the reptilian humanoid theory claims that many of the world's top leaders, wealthy individuals, and celebrities are not truly human. Instead, they are reptilian humanoids, aliens from outer space who have disguised themselves as humans to infiltrate and control our world. These beings are said to originate from the star systems such as Orion, Sirius, and Draco. According to the theory, these reptilian beings arrived on Earth in ancient times and began interbreeding with humans, not physically, but by manipulating human DNA. Proponents of the theory points to various evidence, such as the presence of reptilian genes in human brains and the fact that human embryos briefly take on reptilian forms during development, like tadpoles. That's amphibious, though. They also draw parallels to religious texts, such as the story of the devil transforming into a snake or a dragon, and the Nephilim, offsprings of angels and humans. The ultimate goal of these reptilian humanoids, as per the theory, is to establish total control over Earth and its inhabitants, paving the way for dominance of their reptilian race. And you notice, everybody's like, why don't they just come and destroy us and blow us up? Because that is not the key way to exploit our energy for their hunger and their ways of how they feed off of us. They feed off of our energy. So when you get mad, when you get angry, when you get depressed, these are the energies that they feed upon to keep us in a lower vibrational stance. And if you're not in tune with who you are, then you'll never know that you are being ate by a parasite that is unseen. Let me pull up the video and let's peep game. Let's roll the footage.
Did you know that draconian reptilians, who are interdimensional extraterrestrial beings, are the most ancient race of beings in the entire universe? This is noted in recent CIA-released UFO documents by the Freedom of Information Act. The reptilian draconian empires and societies live in the constellation of Draco, with their main systems called Alpha, Epsilon, and Sigma. There are 7 different ancient reptilian species in the Draconis constellation star systems, but 3 main reptoid races, including the Alpha Draconians, are the most known and feared. They have been permanently on Terra, also known as Earth, for over 15,000 years, and sporadically for much longer. Going back millions of years, archaeological evidence has recently surfaced in modern-day Iraq, revealing small statuettes of lizard people.
Modern-day Iraq, there's so much to be known about modern-day Iraq and why I believe we went to war over oil as a front in the mainstream media when we were really searching for artifacts and stargates and ancient technology. Let's go.
Carbon dating places their origin approximately 50,000 years ago. This evidence is corroborated by the African Dogon tribe and the Aboriginal melanated Australians. Declassified documents also indicate that Saddam Hussein discovered a Stargate portal and advanced alien weaponry adorned with winged serpent symbolism, the emblem of the Reptilian Empire. They have colonized over 500 planets by means of infiltration through governments and other leadership positions, and have a presence on thousands of planets. Their three home worlds are Thuban Anwar, the Alpha Draconian Empire's main and most ancient home world, Tifon Jansar, located in Sigma, and Grumium Eltanin, located in Epsilon Draconis. Many reptiloid species, alike the Chiakar, Nagai, and Mazarek for instance, feed off etheric substance as well as flesh and blood. They feed off all mammal species and consume live flesh blood, and both sources of nourishment are, in fact, intrinsically linked. It is easy to understand when you...
Just one quick question to all my people. We were originally herbivores. We only ate plants, but because of our reptilian brain, did we become carnivorous?
That flesh and blood have low etheric frequency, especially when imbued with the vibration of fear and pain experienced at death.
Man.
This is also another reason why reptilian invaders work at hidden agendas.
And this is why it's so imperative to understand what you're eating, because we're eating lower vibrational energy when it comes to fear and when it comes to prey that is being misused in order to serve our plates and our nourishment. Just think about that, man.
To maintain a certain level of grief, starvation, destruction, and despair. There is also a very strong reason why they do not want to let go of the ownership of Earth, also known as terror, adrenochrome, a substance produced on Earth by children submitted to extreme pain and fear, and more valuable to reptilians than anything else in the universe. This highly prized drug, excreted from the human body through a needle that you place in the left eye or back in a vertebra of the spine, gives them a kick. It helps their body cells regenerate and also benefits in the shape-shifting process, which lasts longer. This is the main reason why Terran Earth abductees are trafficked by extraterrestrial reptilians disguised as organized crime societies such as corrupt governments and cartels. This is the main reason why Earth abductees never return, especially children being used as food or slaves. They also abduct female beings on a large scale in order to create hybrid offspring to be sent away to other colonized planets, or otherwise these offspring become powerful members, infiltrated in the main leading societies. Here are the currently recorded various species of reptilian species. Alpha Draconians of Chiakar. These reptilian beings are the master ancient race of all reptilian humanoids. They originate from the Thuban star system, or Alpha Draconis, which is 215 light-years from Terra and was formerly your pole star. They are sapient reptoids who were dumped here by another vastly superior reptilian race, the Tiamatian, from another dimension. Their original homeworlds are named Lokas and Talos, and the points of entry into our known universe were through interdimensional portals in the zone of the Thuban and Alwade systems. Alpha Draconians name themselves Chiakar and are considered by their technological advancement in warfare as a master reptilian race. You find them also named Dracos or Drax. Their bodies possess consequent coverage in order to protect their skin from attacks, while the upper caste has wings allowing them to travel fast. Quite tall creatures, they are heavily muscular, built and covered in scales. They vary in color, but their hues are very heavily melanated, which makes their safari desert home worlds the perfect environment with 7 bioengineered dwarf suns. This is known as the most violent, tyrant warmongering race out of all the reptilians. It is also key to know the way you can tell a Chiakar is by them having wings and stronger upper and lower bodies. However, through the mass expansion of cosmic history, there are countless Draco-reptilians who left their homeworlds and draconian culture over millennia and saw higher vibrational ways of life and joined the Galactic Federation of Worlds to fight the Empire. The most popular reptilian draconian known throughout the cosmos was Tiamat, the draconian dragon queen of Orion. She was a reptilian princess who first saved a group of Lyran race beings from the Draco's takeover of Avion. Later, she was gifted a planet, and that a piece of that planet would one day become Earth, or what other extraterrestrials called Terra. Evidence of this can be found in the Enuma Elish. She then birthed a unique hybrid race of beings known as the Anunnaki Royals of Nibiru. These half-Lyran and reptilian beings would genetically modify and mix their DNA with modern humans millions of years later. The Chiakara Empire and the ruling elite sees Earth and Earthlings as a source of nourishment for trade and slavery, so they do not particularly have patience or love for humans. Although it is often believed that a warrior race is not intelligent, the Draconians make an exception to this rule. They are expert geneticists and have engineered and modified many biological species that we know today, including the Orion Tall and short grey aliens, who are technically cloned plasma, non-bio life forms, unable to procreate. For thousands of years, the race of grey aliens were cloned and engineered by the Reptilians and became slaves to the Chiakar. Reptilian Draconians possess either 3 or 5 long-clawed fingers with an opposable thumb with talons on the ends, a large inferior jaw, holes for ears, and large eyes. Their genitalia are hidden by a flap of skin. They wear very little clothing except for extra armor, often seen with a belt used as an invisibility device. They are cold-blooded and need an adequate environment to maintain their body moisture and temperature. Nonetheless, their scales protect them from moisture loss, larger and thicker on their back. They are also fitted for space travel due to their ability to hibernate. Most, not all, have supernatural technological powers such as shape-shifting, telepathy, interdimensional traveling, and lastly cloaking, which is for high-ranked Draconians. They are differentiated into 2 main types: the Earth Draconians and the Off-World Draconians. The Terra Draconians predate Earthlings by hundreds of millions of years. Like other reptilians, they falsely claim to have originated on Earth millions of years ago, a fact they use to justify their attempt to retake this planet for their own. The truth is that they found it before anybody else and disputed its ownership with the Lyrans, Seleucii, and Anunnaki, claiming it as theirs. Any other new visiting race was considered by them as invasive. Because of their ability for interdimensional travel, the Galactic Federation of Worlds has locked the Earth Draconian Empire into the 3rd dimensional plane and also blocked the off-world Draconians from penetrating the Earth star system by an energy barrier at the outskirts of the solar system. Chiakar were one of the first species to reach interstellar travel level, and they have obstructed the evolution of many cultures, preventing them from achieving the same level of technology. They also seeded many worlds with their biological offspring and hybrids, considering themselves as the original rulers of controlled worlds, superior to the indigenous species they see as inferior races. They are also interested in harvesting Earth's resources, utilizing the local populations to do the job for them. This is done by a hidden control of the media, financial corporations, and industrial companies. You are confronted with a belligerent civilization that breeds from eggs boosted with hormones quickening the birth to create strong warriors who can live underground and in the most remote and hostile parts of your planet. They are attempting to take over the planet in what we call the window of opportunity, which is the period before a federated society becomes an interplanetary and interstellar power, and yours is now beginning to close. The problem is that we, of the Galactic Federation of Worlds, cannot give you right now the technology of interstellar travel because you are not yet federated among yourselves as a unique, peaceful society. You need to grow and mature to reach by yourselves this liminal threshold in your evolution. And believe me, we are doing the best in our capacities to hasten you getting there as quickly as possible. On the other side, all these invasive races such as Greys, Reptilians.
This is where it comes down to what you truly believe in within yourself, and the beauty of the Bible and the beauty of the essence of what Jesus taught you. And I'm not talking of a religious aspect. I'm talking of a spiritual essence in which all of us have. And this is what they're scared of. And this is why they control by conquering and dividing us to bicker amongst one another in order to control the masses. We need to come together as one because we are collectively one. Trust me.
Are at the moment working very hard to maintain this window open by retaining advanced technology from the Earthlings and entertaining confusion, conflicts, and wars. The Draconian Empire's biggest fear is that Earthlings will reach interstellar travel, which will make humanoids the biggest threat to reptilians. The Draconian Empire does not want this to happen. Their ships have wide-range variations, often discoidal, but there is a constant movement with the Empire motherships, which are huge and cigarette-long with large rectangular vessels. As the Reptilians expanded their reach throughout the cosmos, they were feared greatly by many, and the negative ideologies of race began. There were civilizations who would not accept reptilian draconian refugees, even if women or children. They were always detected right off by their dark, scaly appearance. They had left the self-service grip of the Chiaka Empire, but were treated with every prejudice, especially in the Pleiadian star system. References to this can be found in Elena Darnan's book, We Will Never Let You Down. Elena Darnan describes her meeting with Thorhan, a Pleiadian emissary. Thor describes that Nibiru was the planet for the dark, black and albino reptilian refugees, and later all refugees of various civilizations in the Orion and Sirius constellations. Their language sounds like rolling atonal guttural vocalizations, growls and clicking noises, quite loud and uncomfortable to hear, partially the reason why their telepathic abilities are so well refined. Reptilians are into the arts and competitive sports. They are known to be the greatest musicians and entertainers, having a deep spiritual understanding to high and low frequency levels.
Satan? Lucifer? Just a thought.
This is why the Draconians were known to use sound waves and frequency weapons to their advantage in many wars and hostile takeovers. The warriors rarely speak, communicating with their superiors non-vocally. They call themselves Ku Akuma, which means individual, when addressing each other. They call Earth Shan and Earthlings Shanai. Reptilian Draconians are allied with many groups of other species who share their agenda on conquest and dominion. The Maitreyi and Kili Tokurit are reptilian allies who share with the dominion and conquest of Earth. The Shakar Draconian royalty and elite royals are scaled individuals with dark brown, beige, green, and black. They measure about 18 to 25 feet tall and weigh 1,900 pounds. They have curved horns, a tail, and wings which are flaps of skin articulated by extensions of their ribs and can be folded back tight to the body. They have large golden red to blue eyes with vertical slit pupils. Because of their size and psychic ability, Chakaha royals were mistaken as mythical legendary dragons by Earthlings. They are known to have the symbol of the winged serpent. This winged serpent symbol was also worn by the Anunnaki royals Ningish Zida, Enki and Marduk once they sided with the elites. They thrive on inducing fear frequencies in their subjects, preying especially on the youngest subjects for food, notably Earth children, to feed upon as a delicacy. Earth children are subject to intense...
Think about it. Missing children every year. Missing children on the back of milk cartons back in my day. We never knew where these children ever went, and it's still happening to this day. It's very prevalent.
Vibrations of fear, which produce a substance the Chakar are particularly fond of. Some Chakar can also see across or move to other planets interdimensionally and become public figures where they're used to divide and conquer tactics and dark sexual energy methods. The Draconian men are alpha of alphas. They are all muscular, athletic, strong-willed, and they socialize hierarchies by strongest warriors all the way to intelligences. Draconian are extremely fast and strong. They compete in their own sports and love competition. Many of Draconian women are as strong-willed as the alpha men. They believe in manifest destiny and practice various levels of cosmic necromancy witchcraft, which utilizes frequencies of sound and connects them to source. This is how the Anunnaki royals used supernatural curses on Egyptian tombs of the pharaohs in ancient Egypt.
Wow.
The Nagai Nagari are a warrior subspecies. They are short, thick, very muscular, and have no wings. They are aggressive, violent, and feared throughout the galaxy for their renowned aptitude for combat. Their skin is scaled, and they stand 7 to 8 feet tall. They thirst for blood, and their eyes are yellow. The symbol of their race is Ouroboros. The lower caste of reptilians are the small 4 to 12 feet tall Draconians. They are considerably weaker than the Chiakar and have been taken down by certain ancient human warriors in the past. Their stories are found in legends and myths. However, Events of man fighting dragons are real, except these dragons were
I don't know what this is, but I feel such a resonant vibration when I'm listening to this. I can't explain it, but I feel like it's something way beyond anything that's been going on in what we call life right now.
extraterrestrials. Draconians allied with the Draco agenda use shape-shifting methods on Earth not only to blend in with people, but to masquerade as kind, average individuals. Then they deceive, abduct, and traffic Earthlings. The Draco Empire also mines monoatomic gold with the aid of human abductees alongside other enslaved species from other planets. The Nori are hybrid subspecies of peaceful reptilian draconians who are the creators and engineers of sound frequency and music. They are unique and kind, and carry technological flutes and different instruments. The reptilian hybrid programs have an interest in human DNA, as they have been involved with it since even before the Anunnaki royals of Nibiru arrived. This is why it is widely known that all Earth humans are the most unique species in the cosmos for possessing ancient reptilian and Lyran extraterrestrial DNA in their blood, alongside many other alien DNA. They have a passion for manipulating DNA, including that of their own hybrids and enslaved clones known as the Greys. They have 800,000 underground tunnels on Earth, with 2 massive underground cities with their own sun. In the early reigns of the Chakar royal lines, King Sauron, the leader of the Draco Chakar Empire, engineered a technology known as Soulscape. He conducted despicable procedures and perfected a horrendous supernatural technological device. Over time, the Chakar perfected a technique of ripping a person's soul out of the body and disposing of it into a container. Trapped within this peculiar pod, the soul will live and experience life through an illusory matrix. No one can kill a soul. All souls are immortal. However, the Empire and King Sauron, the spawn king of reptilians, realized that for their biggest threats to their dominion, they could at least find a way to extract the soul and trap it. The bodies of the souls are then used for AI experimentation and soul replacements on Earth. Many powerful public figures affiliated with secret societies on Earth are known to have been soulscaped and replaced by Chakar entities in order to assist and position themselves over corporations, banking systems, powerful industries,
Clone beings.
celebrities, and governments.
Celebrities.
They are considered a technologically advanced species, but prefer to work in the shadows when colonizing large groups of civilizations as an advantage for their own agendas. Reptilians from the draconian systems are known for having a very particular routine to invade worlds. They will send enslaved inferior races for first contact, such as Zeta Dohu or Solipsi Rai, to disguise the invasion. Indigenous populations will be made to believe that harmless and apparently genuine visitors need help and assistance in their genetic project to save their dying race. Leaders will be promised wealth, weapons, and technology in exchange. And when all treaties are signed by the governments of the planet, the draconian Chakar Empire shows up as the true governors of the planet. Once you partner with the Draconian Empire and have inferior technology and a broken civilization, the planet stands no chance unless intervention by the Galactic Federation of Worlds, which is still a challenge to withstand the forces of the Reptilian and Orion alliances and empires. Their usual method of colonizing an inhabited world is to first build an initial base of operations underground, make contact with the inhabitants, and then expand progressively, traversing the planet with a web of tunnels. Invader races on Earth have interrelated agreements between them, as well as with the US government and their security. Draconians have composed the secret pyramidal summit of the military-industrial extraterrestrial complex, controlling all information related to alien presence. They control human elites, media, corporations, institutions, and financial systems, which stimulate poverty, war, and fear, encouraging corruption, terrorism, drug cartels, and sex trade, alongside all other organized crime around the entire planet. Reptilian Draconians have technology and allies on the moon above Earth, which is not an actual moon, but an engineered one. It is prominent to know that this information is no longer speculative, though mainstream scholars and skeptics dismiss reptilian existence. The pseudosciences, archaeological evidence, ancient texts, close encounters, and released FBI and CIA documents of 2020 debunk the once non-belief of interdimensional extraterrestrials, and for the first time since the beginning of mankind, questioning our own very reality. It is important that we relay that reptilian draconians are a species and should not be all judged under as evil or bad. The Chakar Empire are the true enemies. All extraterrestrials, like humans, can display characteristics of good or evil. Many of the peaceful reptilian draconian refugees live in off-grid worlds and have also integrated and interbred with thousands of other species, including humans. We ask you to take all of this information and deep dive into your own research on these topics.
This is something that we need to be made aware of. Remember that we have the Holy Divine within us, and that's what they're scared of. It sounds pretty scary that they have so much control, but we can break free from their chains of imprisonment if we come together collectively in the name of Christ. One love.